Hey guys, Long Haul Larry, and just doing a little update. I had a fun time last night racing down at the Freestyle RC track, and something I haven't done in a long time, and something pretty easy to do with my back and everything else. There's no strenuous stuff or nothing, so that's cool. And so I might be doing a little bit more of that in the future. Playing around. I'm gonna actually look for a place up in the UP too to see if there's any hobby store or hobby tracks up there, race tracks up there that I can maybe get involved with too. There's this place here, but gonna be more up in the UP than probably here. So we'll check it out. But we came back from the UP and Tracy hadn't been here in 3 weeks, and her lawn was pretty high. It was like a hayfield. It took about a day and a half of mowing and her raking and all this stuff to get up it would look like a hayfield. But she saw that I did what to the lawnmower, to the Craftsman lawnmower up there in the UP, and I, cleaned that whole deck all up, got all the rust off it and repainted everything, brought it back, to a really good shape now. She'll last many years. And she was like, "Hey, can you bring your little grinder home to my place?" I said, "Sure." So I brought it here, and I took a look at her deck, and her deck definitely needed it. It doesn't have any real deep rust into it, but it was a lot of surface rust. It's kind of a newer tractor. It's a nice John Deere tractor she has like 4-wheel steering and all this stuff, and she's got a snowblower attachment. You guys seen this in the past. But I pulled it off, and it was pretty bad. And I ended up sanding all that down and got a coat of paint on it. And she's all like, "Well, this part of the lawnmower has some rust." I'm like, "No, not really, no lawnmower." But I thought I'd just show it to you guys. It's come out pretty good. It was just the under part of the deck. I didn't need to do the top deck and everything. But we just got some final coat of paint on it. And right there it is. And I just got the blades taped off and everything else. The blades are brand new. She just put them on this spring. But you should actually be doing this like every couple of years. At the end of the season, you should always, scrape all the grass, anything that's stuck to it and stuff, and maybe wire brush all the grass off to clean it all up and everything so it doesn't sit in rust. That's what causes these rusts, is the grass sticks to them. It's like a wet grass, and it'll stick to them, and then it starts molding, and then it starts eating into it, and it'll start rusting it. And this lawnmower actually has a washer. I have it taped off over here. I doubt if you guys can even see it, but I have it taped off with some tape so you don't paint it. But there's it's like an air connect thing. And it's over here on the side. You can see it there. And it's got a little quick connect thing that you attach to a garden hose. And when you're done mowing, you're supposed to hook it up to a garden hose. It sprays water. There's little holes there in it. And it sprays a whole bunch of water through here, and then you turn the blades on, and it just throws it all the way around, knocks all the grass loose and everything, and it blows it all out. And that way it doesn't rust, because that's what causes the rust, is the grass sticking to it and it molds. And she didn't even know that was there. She didn't know what it was for or nothing, and she didn't have that attachment. She actually, when she bought this house, the previous owner left the lawnmower. And it's a really nice little lawnmower. And she has never seen it attached. So I went on Amazon. I was actually able to find it. I ordered her one. It was like $8. And so she'll actually have that attachment now that she can keep up to that. Other things that are going on, just Putzin and Putzin. That's all I've been doing. And got all my hobby stuff back in here. And all my cars and stuff. And I'm actually going to be heading out here in like an hour and a half or so. I'm going to be heading out, and I'm going to stop in a hobby store on the way that I know that does a lot with pan cars. So this one here is. And I'm going to get a body for it. And I have paint to paint these bodies. You can see all the different paint jobs I have here. I've painted all these myself and everything. And I have that paint down at the farm and stuff. It's a special paint for Lexan and stuff. And I'll be getting a body and then painting it up for this thing. And when I come back up here, I'm actually heading down to the farm. I need to get a vehicle. there's been a couple times where Tracy's had to leave and everything else, and I haven't had a vehicle, and I got stranded a little bit. So I'm actually going to be getting my old Expedition. It'll be a long drive and stuff. It's about almost 3 hours down to the farm there where at the place, and the ride in the car, especially Tracy's car. She's got like these fancy leather bucket seats in them and everything. And those things kill my back. I have to sit on all these pillows and certain positions and stuff. I don't know, the ride really hurts me, especially in her car. My daughter's car, I rode in her little car that I fixed the AC in, and we had to go get parts and stuff. Her car wasn't bad. Her seats wasn't bad. It was this one here. It's just the way the seats are. I think they're just fancier leather seats, and they hurt my back. Oh, just so you know, that's Tracy's boyfriend. You should ask her in the comments. You know, her email is also down in there for the Thrive stuff. You could email her and ask about her boyfriend. That's Gary Allen. Like, she likes country music, and she's been to some of his concerts and everything else. And she's somehow got a life-size poster of him, and it's even signed. And she's got like guitar picks and all kinds of different stuff from him. But her and her daughter are kind of obsessed with Gary Allen. But yeah, that's her boyfriend. You should send an email to her and ask her what's up with your boyfriend out in the garage. She'll be like, "What's going on?" But I'm gonna head down. I gotta pick up a couple things for that pan car. I need to get some tires. I need to get some tires for it and a body, basically. Everything else I have. I know there were some people that were saying that they would like to get into this and stuff like that, but it's kind of expensive. And I kind of mentioned in the last video and stuff. You can see I have 3 buggies. They're all functionable and everything else. This one here I might turn into something else. I'm thinking about it. This one's got a blown differential in it. I forgot. It's been so many years since I touched these things. And in my parts bag, I found a whole diff kit for it. And I was trying to figure out why I had that, and I got it all fired up. I was going to try quick, and I threw it on track, and it just grinds. So it's a diff is junking, so I got to rebuild this one. That's my newer one that I run, and I like it. That's my older one, and that's my B4.2. And I know there's some people saying that they would be, they wanted to get into it, but it's kind of expensive. If you're interested in that B4.2, send me an email. And if you really are seriously wanting to get into it and everything else, and you have a track nearby or something like that, and you can use it or something, I'll tell you right now, I'll work something out with you. We can do something, and I'll have it all set up. I could sell you a radio or everything to get that car going. And so if you're interested in it and you really do want to do it, you can send me. First person that gets a hold of me, well, we'll work out a deal or something. There we go. What else is going on? Well, oh, and people have asked about this room back here. When I had the snowmobile, people asked how the snowmobile got in. It goes through this door right here. This is a double door, and this side of the door actually has latches down on the bottom, and this part swings open, and it's just wide enough to get into here. But I when I did that, I actually had to take the hinges off too. And by taking the hinges off, I could get the snowmobile through. But Tracy bought this place. It's actually heated and everything in here. And I guess the guy that owned the place before, he built this for woodworking. And it's all insulated and everything else. And I guess he had some vacuum system in here for dust and stuff. And it's got that little heater in there. I don't really like that heater. It's not a vented heater, so you get some gas in here, some fumes in here. I don't really like it. When I did her snowmobile, it was on for, I think, like 2 days or something like that. I actually got a little dizzy from it. I wasn't feeling well for one night. I actually did not feel well. I had to get out of here. I don't like those ventless ones. But it's a nice little shop in here. And she likes to pick up old furniture. She's real wood furniture she finds at craft sales and stuff like this. And she has plans to kind of redo some of that stuff. And I guess some of it she wants up in the UP. I don't know. But that's what's going on in here. But I have been waiting for something for a while. I want to mess around with the ARC airplanes again. And I had a trainer plane. I haven't flown. I would say it's been at least, I'd say about 6 years. And I haven't flown and stuff. And I don't think I'll have a problem at all with it, with flying. But I did bring up my trainer airplane that I've had forever. And I brought it up here and I was going to mess with it and get it running and fly it up here. And when I first got here and stuff, I kind of putz around with it, just get it up. And if it crashes, no big deal. I don't think I'll have any trouble with flying. I was actually really good at it. Me and John's really good at it too. Me and John used to fly all the time. We used to chase each other around in the skies. We actually, one time, we would chase each other and see how close we could get to each other without hitting each other. And one time I actually came down, we were up there and some of the guys in the club were like, we can only see one plane. That's how close we were. And I came down and I landed, and on top of my wing, there was 2 holes where his landing gear on his plane, he landed on top of my plane up in the sky. He came down, he got so close, his wheels actually punctured my wing. And I was able to get her down and stuff. It didn't fly goofy, but got down, we just laughed about it. But we used to have a lot of fun doing that. And so I want to get back into the planes once in a while, be able to throw it up if I have some time. I've tried to get John, I actually gave John an airplane a while ago. I gave him everything, radio, airplane, everything. And he gave it back to me after like a year. He's like, I'm just never going to get the time. I was like, whatever. But I don't know, maybe someday he'll get back into it. But I brought that trainer airplane up here, and I was going to mess with it. And I kind of grabbed the propeller and was going to turn the motor over, and the motor was rusted tight. It had been sitting for so many years. And the whole motor was rusted out. It's just junk. And it just doesn't pay. If you look at things nowadays and stuff, to buy a new motor and stuff for that thing would cost you $150. And then you got an old airplane and stuff. And all the radio gear, who knows if it's good, if a mouse got in there true to wire, you got to check her. So I actually went online and I found there's a company out there, it's called Hobby King, and basically it's everything Chinese. And it's cheap stuff. Some of the stuff works pretty decent. Back when airplanes went away from channels, having to have a set channel, you got a 2.4 megahertz. Tracy's looking at me weird. Who are you talking to? How's this? I was just showing everybody your boyfriend. Gary? Yeah, Gary. That's your man? Oh, jeez. But when I went to 2.4, like Futaba, the bigger companies, Futaba and JR radios were very expensive. I mean, super expensive. And Hobby King had these radios they came out with, and they were cheap. They were really cheap plastic stuff. You could feel it, everything else. But the cost was like so good, and it gave you a chance to get into these things without spending a fortune. Now the other companies have brought the prices down. Futabas and JRs and Aerotronic, they're still higher price and stuff. But now they've kind of come up with the other cheap radios, and they've kind of gotten nicer. I actually just bought a new airplane radio. And it's a 9-channel and stuff. It cost me really cheap. The only problem with Hobby King when you buy stuff from them is you got to really make sure you look at where the product is coming from. If you order it and you don't look, it may come from a different warehouse in a different country. And if that's the case, it could take months for you to get it. And sometimes then they'll charge you a huge amount of shipping that you don't catch and stuff. It's happened to me. So you kind of have to really make sure that you're only buying from the U.S. warehouse. And I started looking around, and they have this one plane that's basically a trainer, but it's really big, and it's electric. And it's actually big and powerful enough to actually pull other guys up with the remote control gliders. You can pull them up and then release them so they can do gliding and stuff. It's a real powerful thing. And it actually has a special canopy that you can mount the camera inside the airplane, so you don't get all the wind noise and all this stuff. And I went on there, and the price was just awesome. And I've read reviews, and it's a really good flying plane, I guess. So I've been trying to get it, but the problem is that the U.S. warehouse has been out of stock. And I have ordered one. I back ordered one a long time ago, and I've been checking on it, and they have them in China and all this stuff in the warehouse in Hong Kong or something, but it's going to cost me a ton. I was like, nope, not going to do this. And we got down here this time, and it showed up. I had it shipped to Tracy's place since I was here, and it actually showed up. And so I thought I would show you guys what it is. Let's open the box. Well, here it is, and it's a pretty good sized box, and we'll take a peek at it. How they got this thing packaged here. Okay. Oh. Okay. Alrighty. So I bought a couple batteries to go with it. I had ordered these, and these are the battery packs to go into it. I actually have some battery packs real similar to that, except I have hard case ones that go for the remote control cars. But these are soft case, really not a big deal. But if these fit in there, I got more batteries I can use. But like these batteries, this is a I don't remember which numbers I got. I think that one said it was a 5900 milliamp 2-cell LiPo, and this one is a 4200. This is a 4200 30C 2-cell LiPo, or a 3-cell. I'm sorry, it's a 3-cell, and and these things are super light and all this stuff, and that's what the plane recommends to have, kind of like first flying and stuff. That's the reason why I got these connectors, is because the things don't have any connectors on it. But I don't see any males on here. I gotta check that out. And then this one here, I believe, yeah. This one's got a connector already. This is a 5070C. So this is like, it said on there for like doing aerobatics and tricks and maybe towing other airplanes up. You can use this. And then they sent me, I've had this on order too. They sent me a neck strap for my radio. I had bought a radio from, so neck strap so you don't have to hold the radio so much. That's always nice. But this is the airplane. And it is a Tundra No Limits, and it comes with everything. It comes with the ESC, it comes with the motor, everything's all put in there and stuff. You just have to do a little bit of assembly, but I guess it has a clear canopy so you can mount the camera inside of the airplane, which would be pretty cool. And it also comes with a set of floats. So I was thinking about down there in Milwaukee, or up there in Michigan, you can actually fly, I could fly this off the canal or off the lake. That'd be kind of cool.
Is there skis too?
The floats basically are skis. You can fly it off snow and stuff.
Cool.
Yep, so I can fly it off snow, everything.
Let it snow.
Let it snow, she says. She's ready for TT. She wanted to go start TT yesterday. I said, no, it's been fogged.
Mom.
I didn't really want this color. It's the green one and everything, but that it's been out of stock so long in the U.S. and stuff. If I had to wait longer for a red and blue one, red, blue, white one. That's kind of what I was after, but I think I'll do because I have to put it together. But here's the problem: I would love to actually go out and do a couple flights with it, but I bought the radio and everything, and I took it up there to Michigan and to work on other stuff. I need to have the radio there to build that plane, and I forgot it up there. I didn't bring it back down here. So I don't have any radio to put in this. It's up in Michigan. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that. I do have another radio at the farm. It's an older one with the channel. I may just stick that in quick when I come back up, because we're actually going to be heading down to the farm here tonight. And I have to, my expedition that I did some brake work on and stuff, I got to do a couple little tiny tasks on it. And I probably should change oil. It has been driven in quite a while. And then I'm going to be coming back up here probably in a day or two, because the drive kind of hurts me a lot to do a long drive. So I'll probably go down there and then recover, and then tomorrow maybe I can get some things done on that. And I think Tracy said she's going to turn around and come back up here if I don't need her help down there. She's got a couple tasks she wants to get done too. So I think she's going to come back up, and I'll kind of work on that and then come back up here or whatever. And I'm actually heading out there, and on the way out I have to stop and get an x-ray of my back. I have an appointment later today, and I have to get the x-ray and then send that to the doctor and see if I still have bones in my back, I guess, huh? I think everything will be fine there. Everything's feeling pretty good. If I go too long, I did it the other day. I went too long without my brace, and I was pretty sore. And I basically sat on ice almost the whole day, just recovering, and didn't do anything. And that helped. I still haven't. I don't lift things. I can't hold things like this box. I could not pick this box up in front of me like right now. See, right now I'm using my knee to support me, like the way I'm standing. I couldn't sit on my knees like this with no support. I always have to put a hand down and stuff. It's because I had to cut the muscles in my back. I can't pick up things in front of me. I just fall forward. It's a really weird feeling. But it's always a process and everything. And once he gets me cleared, I'm hoping that he'll do my weight restrictions up a little bit. Maybe kind of get a date when I can return to work. Maybe try to do something there. But then I think that I'm going to start working on weightlifting and just do a real minimum weightlifting. And I'm thinking about buying a weightlifting machine. Found one really cheap at Dunham Sports that they have up there. And I was thinking about having it in there and just really start cranking some weights and my back and everything. Just like a 5-10 pound, just a lot of repetitions, all day, just working out a lot to really try to build a lot of back muscle back up that I can do this. So I'll be talking to the doctor once he gets the x-rays and get the final approval on it. He's the guy, he's the boss, So I just listen to him, but I need that. So everything else is going good. Some of you guys ask questions about ADL and stuff like that. I do not know. I am completely out of the loop. I don't bother the boss about it, about anything. The last conversation I had with him was, about maybe options or something, but who knows. I know that he did put somebody else in the Kenworth that I was driving. There's another driver driving it. I had people ask me about the black truck and this. I do not know anything what's going on, and I'm not going to bother him about it. I'm not in it, so why bother him about it? He doesn't need to tell me. So I'm going to let you guys go. We're going to be heading on down to the farm. You guys will be looking forward to this. I will put this together and assemble this thing. I think it's pretty straightforward. I think it's just a couple little things with the wings put together and putting the radio equipment in it. And then we'll take it out for the first flight, and I think I'll put a camera on there and you guys will come along with the first flight. So maybe I'll crash it, maybe I won't. We'll find out. But it'll be kind of fun. So I hope that everybody out there is having themselves a great day, great night when you're watching this here video. And if you're not, certainly try that all over again tomorrow. I will catch you guys later.